Hello and welcome back to Green-HillGaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream I am playing Daymare 1998 and I am starting it again because the last time that I played I didn't have much time. So starting fresh with Daymare 1998 in this live stream. So as always, stay safe, sit back, relax, but more importantly, enjoy the live stream. So Daymare 1998, it is heavily inspired by classic PlayStation 1 survival horror games, but in particular, one game in particular that this game is inspired by is the original Resident Evil 2. And it's also a bit like what if Silent Hill met Resident Evil. So without further ado, I'm going to get stuck in once again. If I can. There we go. So yeah, new game. Didn't have much time to show off this game previously. I have a bit more time now in this live stream. So I'll be starting Daymare 1998 again. New game. Starting a new game on override, that is perfect. And howdy do to my viewer. Welcome to Green-HillGaming in this live stream. I am starting Daymare 1998 again because I didn't have much time the last time. So great to have you on the live stream. Hope that everything is okay. Hope that you're keeping safe and enjoy the live stream. And yes, I confirm. I'm going to go with Daymare difficulty. Thank you very much. Brightness is fine. Can we just turn it up? Actually, a little bit, to be honest with you. I find it most horror games are just too dark, to be honest with you. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Let's go on. That just tells me. Okay. Several hours have gone by since communications with Aegis Laboratory have been cut off. Now, two teams of highly trained HADES, Hexacore Advanced Division for Extraction and Search operations, are called out to investigate. Their mission: find the missing researchers who seemingly vanished without a trace, and retrieve sensitive, highly classified materials for a branch of the US government. Tasked with gaining access to the lower levels of the lab, Special Agent Leave barges into the second service entrance, and it is there that he discovers the security system has initiated a facility-wide quarantine, automatically shutting everyone in and serving as a warning to would-be invaders that some kind of experiment has gone horribly wrong.
All that matters on the chessboard are good moves and the actions you take to achieve this result.
What is up? Can I pause this? Thankfully I can pause this. What is up, Damien? Buddy, welcome back to my Daymare 1998 live stream. Thankfully, in this live stream of Daymare 1998, I have a whole lot more time to show off the game, which is great. So, how are things with you, buddy? Hope that you're keeping well. And as always, man, thanks so much for dropping by the live stream. You're very welcome, and I hope that you enjoy the live stream.
What I do is bide in the shadows, where I can strategically exploit the most vulnerable pawns. But this time had to be different. This time, I had to involve...
What's interesting here is this person talking is being introduced as a cleaner. So is the mastermind behind this game, the story of this game, is a cleaner? I've had enough of cleaning these goddamn toilets. I'm going to unleash this deadly virus and kill you all as punishment.
My hand directly. But let's get things in the right order. So I began the first phase of my plan.
Revenge of the Cleanup.
Requesting the evacuation of all remaining personnel. Code Blue. Repeat, this is a Code Blue emergency. Please respond. Anyone, please. My name is Rebecca Jordan. I'm a doctor at the Aegis Medical Facility on the North Ball Islands. We have a problem of some magnitude here. There's a situation in the building that requires... There's been a terrible mishap. I think we've been exposed to some kind of gas, a corrosive agent that latches onto the lungs, warping people outside. Can anyone hear me? God save me, please!
Doesn't coronavirus latch onto the lungs? Cue X-Files team now. So really, like, their main mission, typical US military, is to retrieve this virus and bring it back to the Department of Defense. It's a chemical weapon, basically. So they're like, oh, don't worry about the potential survivors. Don't worry about rescuing them. Look, don't worry about that. Just bring back this agent. Bring back this chemical weapon.
Make your way to the laboratory. Delta, you will simultaneously sweep through the lower levels where the main laboratory is located. According to our intel, the basement is where the so-called gas leak occurred, so proceed cautiously. Be advised, this operation's status has been raised to priority red. Repeat, priority red. You all know what that means. This won't be the simple snatch and grab you were initially led to believe. Good luck, gentlemen. Now get in there to show us what you're made of. That hell is truly the House of Hades. HQ out.
Priority red. You do understand that this assignment could be our last. Well, you know, if I were a betting man, I think I'd bet that the odds of making it home in one piece are a lot better with you on the battlefield. But that's if, you know, Gomer Pyle doesn't put us down first.
Just shut the fuck up, Leaf. God damn.
Don't let him get to you, kid. That shitbird squawks at anyone with a bigger stick. Which is pretty much everyone. Never should have pulled his ass out that fireman back in Bloom in '94.
Thanks, Hayden. Understood, Major. Damn it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should just let the past go.
Romero 4 Golf, this is HQ. We hold you on gadget and show you entering the airspace above the island. You should be within visual range of Aegis at any moment. Over.
HQ, this is Sandman Actual. In descent for November Foxtrot, India. Standing by for mission go.
Sandman Actual, this is HQ. You are mission go. Authentication Echo Golf 394 at time 0227 Zulu. Out. Mission go.
Pause for a second. I actually found out yesterday that this game started out as a fan project. They were trying to remake Resident Evil 2. So it started out as a fan remake of Resident Evil 2. And lo and behold, turned into a complete standalone game.
Second platform. And the end of the line for you, Lead. Green will infiltrate the laboratory via the third platform. After that, Raven and I will hold position at the external loading bay and remain on alert 5 to pick you up.
All this mumbo-jumbo military talk just completely goes over my head by the way, to be honest with you. I wouldn't call it a criticism of the game. It's just like, it's just.
Roger that. Comms clear.
I mean, I can handle the original Resident Evil where it says Alpha Team is flying above the northwestern forest section of Raccoon City, blah blah blah. You know, Alpha Bravo. I can get that, like, but my God, all this mumbo jumbo is like.
Over and out.
It's over and out, over and above my head is where this mumbo jumbo goes. But it's the game that matters.
HQ here. Unlock codes received. We are remotely overriding the service access to Aegis Station. As explained during the brief, the data interchange device is still being tested for field use. Nevertheless, it will become your most important resource.
Okay, let's quickly read through this. Items. This tab contains all the consumables and key items that the character finds throughout the game. It also contains the character's weapons in the upper section. Status. This tab contains all the information about the character's health status and accelerations. Map. This tab contains the map of the area and information on the current objectives. Documents. This tab contains all documents when you can read them. If you've checked out my previous live stream, you know what I mean. I know that you were watching the live stream, Damien, but to anyone who wasn't watching the live stream, the documents were unreadable in my previous live stream. ID tags and audio files that the character finds throughout the game. Okay.
Allowing you to manage weapons, consumables, consult maps, health state, and above all, allow you to interact with any type of electronic device. Over.
Okay, happy enough now. We're interested. We're entering Aegis Lab. This part here actually reminds me of the movie Resident Evil Apocalypse.
Yeah, there's many glitches on consoles. They're working on a patch.
Oh, thank you for that, man. Thank you for that update. I didn't know that. Thank you, man. Yeah, she started off as a PC game. And a lot of the times when games come from PC, they end up being riddled with glitches, unfortunately. But thank you for that update, man. I didn't know about that. Thank you. Okay, so flashlight. So these are the presumed researchers of the Aegis lab. They were working on, obviously, they were working on a chemical weapon for the U.S. military, for the Department of Defense. They want the back right. Now, they couldn't care less about these researchers. Anyone who knows anything about, like, you know, like sci-fi movies, games, the U.S. military is involved, and the only thing they care about, man, is their weapons.
Sandman to Agent Leave. Judging from the fragments of video we pulled from surveillance, it appears that several tanks labeled CSR-3 have already been attached to the main hoisting unit. I'll stay on standby at the main doors to the freight elevator. Over.
Liev here. Copy that. Objective confirmed. Looks like the contagion leaked out from a couple tanks crammed into the area. There are also sure signs of a firefight and explosive residue. Proceeding with the mission. Over.
So something good did not happen here. Something bad, however, did happen here. I get the sense that the story is going to get a lot more complicated. I mean, obviously we've discovered that the Aegis is the name of the medical company, you know, who created the agent, and where the researchers got caught up with an accident involving the leak of that agent. My character is part of Hades, which is basically a unit of the US military sent in to retrieve that chemical agent. And we're kind of working with the military, or the Department of Defense as well. Okay, hopefully I get to read. There's a document here. Hopefully I get to read that document.
It's about time you guys got here. You're with emergency response, right?
That's right. Agent Liev. How's the leg?
It hurts like hell. But I'll be alright. Can't move very far, though.
That's unfortunate. Listen, I need to search this place for survivors. I'll come back for you as soon as I can.
Survivors? Yeah, well, good luck with that. Anyway, I'll be waiting here. I just need to rest my eyes a little.
Yeah, just close your eyes. Don't worry about a thing. Night. Find a way to recover. Okay. Reload weapons. Magazine quick. And howdy do to my second viewer. Welcome to Green Hill Gaming. In this live stream I am starting Daylight 1998 again, although I've already started it. Great to have you on the live stream. Hope that you're keeping safe and well and enjoy the live stream. So press triangle. In order to perform the reloading action, you must first select the magazine from the quick slot submenu. Fast reload. Press reload button. Once to perform a fast reload, the character will replace the current equipped magazine with a new one, dropping the former onto the ground. The dropped magazine can be picked up. Complicated way to reload. A hold square. Hold down the reload button to perform the slow reload. The character will replace the current equipped magazine with a new one, placing the former back in the inventory. I think I'll be going for a slow reload. From the items tab in the thing, it's possible to combine ammo boxes and magazines to refill the magazine itself. I've never played a survival horror game where reloading was so complicated. Okay, I don't know what they were thinking there, to be honest. Maybe it adds to the whole kind of like suspense and kind of item management and all that kind of stuff you would find in survival horror games. So I don't need to reload right now, do I? I forget what circle it was again, to be honest with you. Okay. Nothing else in here. There is a document outside somewhere, I think. Look at this guy. What happened to him? Oh my god. There's a document lying around here somewhere, I think. Nose it up further. Where the chemical agent is being contained, I think. So yeah, US military up to their old tricks again, creating this chemical weapon. And the medical company creating it ages after something happened, went wrong. Well, this is where I entered. There's a stairs, isn't there? There it is. Gotta go up the stairs.
Leah to Mission Control, Sandman. I made contact with an Aegis worker. I followed the protocol. I'm now heading to the control room to begin loading procedures. Over.
Copy that. This all brings back memories from '94. Especially that day when you opened fire on all those poor, innocent people. Or what was left of them. Don't you remember?
Orders are orders, Major, and those innocent people weren't exactly civilians. When you finally get your ass out of that chopper and onto the battlefield, we'll talk about it. Proceeding to objective. Over.
So one thing that I like about the game so far is you were actually playing the game from the perspective of the quote-unquote bad guys. You know, the well, not necessarily, no. You are kind of, well, like, you're not working for Aegis, which is the medical company that created the chemical weapon, but you are kind of like sent in by the US military, who were basically hired Aegis to create the chemical weapon. Kind of come in and retrieve. So you're kind of who do we have? Fortnite noob. Welcome. I'm guessing you are Irish, and I'm also guessing you're from Cork, but definitely from Ireland because you said story. Story to you as well. Welcome to Green Hill Gaming, Fortnite noob. In this live stream I'm playing a game called Daymare 1998. It's a game that is heavily inspired by the original Resident Evil 2 and also inspired by classic PlayStation 1 survival horror games. in general. And so yeah, it's great to have you in the live stream. So I was just discussing there that, oh Evan, what's the crack? You changed your YouTube name again, did you? What's the crack? So you are basically playing, if this was Resident Evil, basically, you would be playing as the UBCS. Or more particularly playing as like that character that's called Hunk, who works for Umbrella's Special Forces. So the UBCS are not really Umbrella's Special Forces, but like Umbrella's Special Forces would be the people that you would have seen at the beginning of the original Resident Evil 2, where they were sent in to retrieve the G-Virus from William Birkin. Anyway, that's too much information. Back to the gameplay.
Someone must have had a lot of fun down here.
Okay, hopefully we can read the document this time, because the last time that I was playing, it didn't allow me to turn the page. And it's still not allowing me to turn the page. Okay, that's one of the bugs that, as my good buddy Damien pointed out, it will be patched eventually. Right now I cannot read the Admiral's Diary, and it doesn't even... This would actually bug me a lot, actually, to be honest with you, because I like my documents in survival horror games. I like reading about the backstory of the game and the characters and stuff. So, like, this is going to annoy me, to be honest with you. Yeah, change it. It's true. The name's true. Fortnite noob. Don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about that, man. So look, Fortnite is Fortnite. Don't worry about that, man. Alright, so that document is unreadable. So that made no sense there, what I just said about Fortnite is Fortnite. But so look, nobody's a noob, man. Maybe, you know, we play games to have fun, man. You know, we play games to have fun. One thing I will say to you, though, what advice I will give you: if anyone calls you a noob at Fortnite because you don't have a skin, slap them in the face. Just slap them in the face, man. Seriously, just, you know, straight out, man. Just slap them in the face, because there's people out there who think that if you don't spend money on Fortnite, you are a noob, which is completely insanity. Complete insanity. Like, you know, I won't say any more about it because I've said it so many times in so many live streams, but look, don't worry about that, man. We're all a noob at something. So I have to restore the power first. But the fact that I can't read that document, and also the fact that it doesn't actually get registered in my thingamajig here, is also going to annoy me, because you can see this is where my documents would be, right? I think, anyway. Wait now a second, what's this? This is this about? Oh, there it is. It's like got 15 pages, am I imagining it? Nothing is showing up. That's really annoying. Can't give up on its spent. Oh, so you so you have spent money on the game. Okay. Would you say that you're addicted to the game? Are you a Fortnite-aholic? You can quit. You just got to have the willpower. No, I'm only joking. Good worse, man. You could be addicted to far worse things, like health system, rapid use, quick slot, circle. In order to use an item, you must first select it in the quick slot submenu. Use item, circle, hold down the use item button to use the selected consumable. Using an item will cause the character's status to temporarily change. Overdose. Using an item may also increase the overdose value of the character when it reaches certain levels, and start that scam is like a lot more fucking complex than I thought it would be, to be honest with you. So okay, is that's these are my Yokibab sub menu. Man, I don't like the game. It's a bit too heavy. You know, like Jesus Christ, just let the player use an item. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking hell, like. The game doesn't have to be that heavy, like when it comes to using an item or even reloading, for that matter. And it's covered in bugs, man. You can't even fucking read the document, man. Jesus Christ. It's a bit too heavy, like. I have to admit that, no, like, it's a bit too heavy, like. Which way did I come in? Nonetheless, we'll progress for the next 30 minutes and, you know, see what happens. Oh, look, another document that I can't read. Note to trainee. I wonder if I go into my menu, will I be able to read it? Probably not. Jesus Christ. Nope. Oh man, what a terrible glitch, man. What a terrible glitch. And howdy do to you, James. Welcome to Green-HillGaming in this live stream. I have decided to start Daymare 1998 again. I did start it yesterday, but I didn't have too much time in that live stream, so I decided to restart it in this live stream. It is a game, James, that is heavily inspired by the original release of Resident Evil 2, and overall it's heavily inspired by classical PlayStation 1 survival horror games. And overall, James, to be honest with you, I'm not liking it. It's too deep, it's too heavy, and it's covered with bugs. You can't even read the documents. Nonetheless, welcome to the live stream, man. Great to have you as always. How are you keeping? How are things with you, James? So another bug that does not allow me to read documents. And this is a puzzle that's probably gonna fucking annoy me to fuck. Great. What is this? What do I do? What do I even do, like? What do I even do? Huh? It's giving me absolutely nothing to do apart from pressing circle to go back. It says map. I'm literally connecting on. Oh man, this is terrible. Well, here's the power at least anyway, I think. Wait, hold on a second now. Oh, okay. Nah, I still have no clue what I'm doing. I'm all good. Oh, I forgot today's your birthday. Happy birthday, man. Jesus, I feel like, whoa. I need to give you a proper happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. I would sing happy birthday, but that's too cringy. Now, all joking aside, man. Happy birthday, James. Did you buy the game? Yeah, man. Unfortunately, I bought the game. I don't know. I'm not liking the game so far. I think it's just there's such a deep system to just reloading your weapon. It's like hold square to slowly reload your weapon. It's like press triangle to quickly reload your weapon, but you will drop your magazine. It's like there's like 3 different ways to reload. And then there's like another way to use consumables, and I don't know, man. And no problem, man. No problem at all. No problem at all, man. I hope that your day has been going good so far, man. Jesus Christ, this live stream is probably going to be the worst part of your birthday, so my apologies. Because I don't know what the hell I'm fucking doing. And I actually appreciate the fact that you've watched my live stream on your birthday as well. Alright, so I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing right now. I know this is some way to turn on the power, like, but I presume all these red areas is what's locked. So, what is that? O, F, C, D, D, A, H, A. I'm gonna forget. I have absolutely no idea what the fuck is going on. Confirm. Well, like, I mean, this is, I know. This is a, I can't even, this is a classic puzzle that you would expect, like, from, Jesus H. Christ. I'm thinking, so the areas that are marked in red, I think those are obviously the ones that are locked. So I need to think of, what is OF? Film's office. OF. It looks good to him. You mean like visually, like, or what? Like, I think it looks only okay, to be honest, visually. But I don't know, like, it's just, do I need 3 different ways to reload a weapon? Like how many people, like, do you know when you reload now in a game, whatever game you're playing, do you ever think about reloading? You don't, like, you just press one button to reload. This thing has me thinking, like, am I reloading the right way? I don't think that's a good idea, to be honest with you. I think that's actually something that holds the game back. Okay. What do we have? Jesus. Initials on the computer need to be turned green on the power unit. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, man, and welcome to the visually. It looks all right visually, to be honest with you, James. It looks all right. Like, I've seen better. It's got nothing on. It's got nothing on the actual Resident Evil 2 remake. Anyway, that's for sure. Because this game started off as a fan-made remake of Resident Evil 2. Fun fact. And Baka, thank you for that, man, and welcome to the live stream as well, man. So I presume you mean the red ones, because I was actually one step ahead of you. I was putting that down here on the piece of paper beside me. So thanks for that, Baka. Okay, so what's OF then, like? If I have this, I presume OF is office area. So that's, oh fuck it, like, is it above it or below it? Okay, so office area, what's DA? Okay. Who was the game made by? Oh, absolutely, I have no idea. I think they're indie developers. I don't know their name, but so yeah, this game started off as just a bunch of, I presume, as indie developers. I don't even think they were officially indie developers. They were just people who could code and program and develop games, basically. And they started a fan project of remaking the original Resident Evil 2, and it led to a full-on game. This game right here was HA. Teleport access. Was that weird noises? And CD, I think. Where's CD? God, I'm terrible at this. The fuck is CD? There was no CD. What there is? Okay. Ah, shit. Do I have to put them all in, Baka? Do I have to, like, do every single one of them, or do I have to go, maybe it's the ones that are green? So is it? Oh, fuck's sake, I got it wrong completely. It can't be all of them. Canteen. But it was CD. Oh fuck, man. Okay, so is it all the green ones? So RH. SA. Probably. Probably. That's not good enough. I'm only joking. Would there not be copyright issues because they're copying Resident Evil? Very good point, actually. I presume originally there would have been. When they were originally working on that fan-made project of remaking Resident Evil 2, they probably would have been contacted by Capcom and said, hey, copyright, you fuckers, you know? And they probably would have been, thanks for that, Becca. They probably would have, told them to shut down. And then they probably just turned what they had into this game here. See, I'm putting them all in, Becca. I'm putting them all in. I think they're all supposed to be in here. Okay. If not, I'm gonna go fucking crazy. So what do we have? RH. What the fuck is RH then? Like, Reception hall. Maybe I just have to turn one of them on. Do you know? I don't know. Wait, it is a... Oh, I don't know. It's... Fuck's sake. What's is? I have no idea what I'm doing, basically. As always. A submarine? They've got a submarine down here. Fucking hell. Oh shit, I put it in the wrong order. Does it matter what order it is? For fuck's sake. It matters what order it is. See, it wasn't nice then. I don't really understand this puzzle, to be honest with you. Remember to pull it. Good advice. And how do you do to my fourth viewer? Welcome to Green-HillGaming. In this live stream I'm playing a game called Daymare 1998. A game heavily inspired by the original Resident Evil 2. So enjoy the live stream. I'm currently trying to solve this puzzle. I was trying to take note of all the green initials. Oh, sorry, I have it written down here and all. Thanks. Not to confuse myself now because I fucking put it in the wrong order. Oh, for fuck's sake. Where's oh, mother of God. CR. It's like L. Yeah. L. Yeah, lab area. RH. I put an RH already, didn't I? Fucking hell. I did. What did I put an S here? SR. Wait, that's all of them, isn't it? Yes. Okay. So that's what I had to do. I had to put the green initials. What the fuck was that? Lads. Fuck. Fuck, you come from here, you fucker.
What the hell are these things?
Slow reload. I don't think order matters. Thanks. Yeah, the orders didn't matter in the end, thankfully. So the part I don't like is like, I'm thinking to myself there now, like, did I reload properly? Like, do you know, I mean, nobody has to be thinking that in the game, like, did I reload properly? Reload is just press one button, that's it, like. That's what reload should be, always. Use a combined function in your DID to reload magazines. What does it mean, man? I mean, I've heard of reloading a weapon, but I never heard of reloading the actual magazines. It's just annoying. So what's that? Why is there a 0 next to that now? Doesn't make any sense. What's this then? Energy back. Okay, it doesn't matter. I don't really care. There's different ways you can reload. I think triangle is one of them. It's a quick reload, but it drops. Switches between the fucking two. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now, to be honest. So you just drop that then, or like? You don't fucking drop it, like? So, I'm just going to go with the slow reload because I don't get anything else other than that. So, yeah, we're done with that. Yeah, sorry. Nah, do you know what? I actually was thinking of a different game. I thought this was a different game. Genuinely, I thought that this was going to be in this. I thought this was going to. What a weird reload mechanic. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. It's a weird reload mechanic. You know, it's basically like, do you want to slowly reload? Do you want to quickly reload? But if you quickly reload, you're going to drop your ammo. Do you want to combine your two magazines together? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, just let me reload the fucking weapon, like any other game before. Like, it's not going to make the game any fucking better or worse. You're just reloading your weapon. In real life, you reload your weapon. Okay, realistically, you drop magazines, like in Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty. But for fuck's sake, just allow the player to reload their weapon normally. Snapping, and you have to put bullets in a mag. Yeah. It's like, it's a bit too realistic. It's a bit too annoyingly realistic. It just puts a lot of, like, you shouldn't have to think about how to reload your weapon. I don't mind thinking about, like, how to solve a puzzle, or, you know, think of, you know, which weapon should I use at the right time. But how to reload my fucking weapon is a bit too much now, to be honest with you, you know. It is a bit too much. But I actually thought this was a different game. Maybe there's too many fan projects out there, you know, there's too many people playing and making different types of Resident Evil games. I thought that it was going to have PS1 graphics. You know, I thought that it was going to really look like Resident Evil 2, but it actually isn't what I thought it was going to be, unfortunately. But look, what is this? Looks like a bank transaction. Oh, I actually missed that. I'm going backwards, by the way, but I missed that. There's a bank transaction with 1 million made out to somebody called Thieves or something, Phelps. I wasn't looking at the thing just there now, but yeah, like, I mean, oh, I gotta go back and turn on the power, don't I? And hello, Utku. Welcome to Green-HillGaming. This live stream, Utku, I'm playing a game called Daymare 1998. You've heard of a nightmare, but have you heard of a Daymare 1998? It's heavily inspired by the original Resident Evil 2. But to be honest with you, is it really though? Because I mean, I'll tell you the real story. This game started off life as a Resident Evil 2 remake, but it was a fan. You like the idea. You like that kind of reloading. Oh man, it's complete shit, man. It's absolute shit, man. It is just terrible, man, because you shouldn't have to be thinking about how to reload your weapon. Every 99% of games, when you're reloading your weapon. Hello to my 5 viewers, by the way. Welcome to Green-HillGaming. I'm playing Daymare 1988, and I'm criticizing the terrible reloading mechanism in the game. It's just terrible. There's like, I forgot them anyways, and I forget now how to reload. It's like there was a quick reload which drops your magazines. Like, why the fuck would you want to be dropping your? I mean, think of it, right? You're in a tight corridor, right? You're facing 4 zombies. You're shooting away. You're reloading. You drop the fucking magazine, and you have no mag. You're hardly gonna have time to fucking pick up the magazines while there's 3 zombies coming at you. I saw it and thought of Resident Evil 4. Yeah, it's probably like Resident Evil 4, the over-the-top, over-the-shoulder gameplay. But look, I don't want to criticise it too much, like, but then again, what if I wanted to, you know what I mean? Who can stop me? Stop me criticising this game, you know? But, no, I just don't like it. I'll play it, like, and I get through it, like, but right now I'm not like it. But I think I'm just going to go with a slow reload the whole time. But I don't understand this combining, like, I'll show you now, like, fucking, what's this about, like? What's actually happening right now, like, fuck's sake, like, anyway, time is at 20 to 7. You drop the mag like true trained professionals. But that's but like oh god. But is he am I a true trained professional right now? I mean, okay, it makes sense. Does it make sense, James? Do you like Uncharted, James? I like Uncharted too, by the way. But do you like a game called Uncharted, James? Because I like Uncharted, but you know there's a system in Uncharted where you can just basically stand against the wall and you can magically heal. You can get shot 5 times, but if you lean against the magic wall of healing, not a bother to you. Does that make sense? See, I don't like games that get too realistic. You know, that's fine in Uncharted. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. But what I'm trying to say, what does bother me is like, oh, we're going to create this real way of reloading your weapon. Well, it sounds great on paper, but it doesn't fucking make a whole lot of fucking sense when you're actually playing the fucking game. It's part of the technique. I know, like, but it's just annoying, like. And by the way, I'm not bashing Uncharted, I'm just saying, you know, when games try to get too realistic, I love to just completely remind people, it's a video game, you know. They can try to be as realistic as they want, but I will still point out the many areas of the game that clearly says it's a video game. If you got shot 5 times, James, I don't think healing against your wall is gonna help you survive, is it? Okay. Now, so I can. What is this now? I can put that into this or something. That didn't do anything. Use. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go with a slow reload. Fuck it. Can handle a slow reload. Man, this is the kind of game that I'd expect to pop up on the Nintendo eShop on the Switch. Like, not that I'm criticizing the Switch or the eShop on the Switch or the kind of games that appear on it. Like, but it's, you know, it's like one of those games like where, well, you know, you're not going to get Resident Evil 7, you're not going to get Resident Evil 2 on Switch, so I'll give you this game that looks like Resident Evil. You know, that's what this game reminds me of, to be honest with you. Realism ruins game 65. I like that. That's a very precise figure there, Becca. I love how precise that is. It's like you've done some research into it or something. Like 65, not 90% or 80%, but 65% of the time. I like that. I don't know. Like I can. I don't know. I'm not going to say it ruins, because sometimes, I mean, there's no problem with I don't think there's any problem with, you know, a game being realistic. Like I spoke there about Uncharted. If you get shot 5 times in Uncharted, you lean against the wall and you magically heal. There's nothing wrong with that, because you're playing a video game. I know it's a video game. Naughty Dog know it's a video game. But certain gamers out there seem to think that it isn't a fucking video game and think that, oh, it's real, it's real, it's real. This is really happening. This is fucking really happening, okay? Nathan Drake is real. He's real, goddammit. It's still real to me, you know? Like, Naughty Dog, no. Like, they're the ones who created Crash fucking Bandicoot, for fuck's sake. Let's remind ourselves, like, you know, they don't make their games to be real. They make their games to be fun. And there's nothing in that game. Because I've seen my good buddy Damien play Uncharted, right? I've seen him play a lot of that game. I played a bit of it myself. It's a fun game, okay? Leaning against the wall doesn't bother me, right? It doesn't affect the fun of the game. But when you're playing a fucking game like this, right, and you're asked to, like, we're going to give you a real sense of reloading your weapon, it just takes away from the experience of the game. So I don't think it ruins it, but it's annoying. That's the word I would use back. Annoying. It's very, very annoying. It's a very, you know, it gets in the way of actually enjoying the game. You know, that's what I would say. And I guarantee now it's going to come into effect soon enough. I'm going to be out of ammo or something. Christ. I'll shoot the fire extinguisher. No, I can't. What the? See? What did I say? What did I fucking say? How the hell? First of all, how can I read that right now? How am I expected to read that on the fucking screen? And now it's gone. So now I have no way of finding out what it just said to me. Can't reload an empty magazine. So what do I do? And the skin can get that process. Okay, can one person in the live stream please do you think that you could have fun playing that game? Please, somebody just tell me. Uncharted. Yeah, do you know what, actually, speaking of Uncharted, I'm going to delete this off my hard drive, even though I paid like fucking €30 for the thing, but should look. And I'm actually going to download the Uncharted collection, which I got for free on PS Plus. And I'm going to fucking start Uncharted in the next live stream. That's what I'm going to do. Speaking of Uncharted, I don't know if I've got a knife. The game was telling me, warning, warning, you're out of ammo. Oh my god, warning. A big noise on the screen to tell me that I'm out of fucking ammo. How can I read that? How can I read that if I'm being attacked by a zombie? And how the hell am I supposed to be able to go into the menu, right, and combine my empty fucking magazine slot when there's a zombie attacking me? It's absolutely... I've heard of survival horror, but this is just ridiculous. Nope, the game doesn't look fun. Thank you. It does not look fun. Nonetheless, let's load from the last checkpoint, and I got like 10 minutes left in the live stream. Fuck it. Stamina is required to use your melee attacks and sprint. When your stamina runs out, it's like they went a bit OTP. It's like they went OTP. It's like they had it in their head, okay, we want to make this real survival horror game. That's fine, but I just think they went a bit OTT. Or what the fuck am I saying? OTP? What the fuck is OTP? What the fuck is OTP? Over the top. You must select the magazine from the quick slot submenu, which I don't even know how to do. It doesn't tell me how to do it. Next, this is a fast reload. Oh god! So by pressing square, press the reload button once to perform the fast reload. The character will replace the current equipped magazine with a new one. dropping the former to the ground. The dropped magazine can be picked up at a later time. Then you have slow reload, which is what I was trying to do. Hold down the reload button to perform the slow reload. The character will replace the current equipped magazine with a new one, placing the former back in the inventory. And then you can, from the items tab in the DIP, it is possible to combine ammo boxes. Okay, I get it now. They have to be full. I don't have any. It's just the fucking thing. Not above. Is that selected? No. Jesus Christ. Oh wait, I can put them all into... No, so I have 9. Okay, I'm starting to... What time is it? 10 minutes left until live stream. I'm trying to figure it out as best I fucking can. Still a pain in the ass though, to be honest. So I have... So I can combine these two, so... Just fuck off, seriously, this... I can't combine these two. How can I combine it? It just told me that I could. No, I can't. What's happening? Alright. Okay, so like... It would make sense right now to do a quick reload, or a slow reload, because there's no enemies in sight. So what are they saying? If I need to reload and there's enemies in sight, just do a quick reload by pressing the square? Like that? After a fast reload, don't forget to retrieve your dropped magazine. Do you know what? Actually, I think I'm starting to make sense of it now, to be honest with you. I'm starting to make sense. I still think it's a stupid idea, but I kind of have no choice but to kind of, you know, to understand it a bit more and to make it a bit more sensible. It's certainly an interesting mechanic, that's for sure. You know? So I don't need to, so right now I can just do a slow reload. And I can select it. Yeah, so that's okay, that's actually not too bad. Why is it? I have no idea what's happening right now. It's telling me this. Is that a 10 or a 0? It's telling me I have 10 rounds here. Oh, but I have to actually... Alright, it's fine. Jesus Christ. It's confusing. So that tells me that I have 10 magazine rounds, but I still have to reload them. You know what? Okay, I can understand it. I can understand what they're trying to do in the game, but like still like... Is there something else in here that needs to be activated? Yes. Warning, power fail detected. Cargo area need manual restoration. Start to...
Agent Leave, Sandman here. The external bulkheads are opened up. Head back to the cargo bay and activate the freight elevator from there. Over.
God, this is a checkpoint.
I'm gonna need a fuller gun.
Looks like,
You are one ugly motherfucker.
Sure is. deliberately dying there. No sales, I want to see it as a checkpoint for the next time that I play. I don't know. I won't give up on the game. I won't give up on it. It's just something I'm not used to. All this like how to reload and oh god, man, you need about 3 hours for this live stream just to understand it. You really would. Okay, so whereabouts am I now? I'm back here again. Ah, fuck it. That's fine. I'll come back to it another time. There's no way to actually manually save it because obviously it's a survival horror game. I see some collectibles there as well. Look, I'm not going to give up on the game, but it's a very annoying game and I don't like the game overall, but I'm still not going to give up on it. But this is the end of the live stream. I will return to Daymare 19 to 8. So thank you all for watching the live stream. I appreciate the support. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on Green-HillGaming.